Hello everyone, my name is Havian and today I'm going to be showing you some of the elemental bosses that you can fight in the open world in Genshin Impact. I've made a few videos for Genshin Impact already, but now that the beta is over I can actually start putting together a lot more. I'm working through all the footage that I recorded to get a ton of videos prepared for the next few months. I'll be making some videos that go into much more detail about the gameplay systems and characters that I feel won't have much changes before the game releases. But until I get those videos ready, this is more of a gameplay focused one that focuses on the elemental bosses that you can find out in the open world. These bosses can be soloed, or you can jump into multiplayer to do them with other people. I'm not sure if it will change a release, but at the moment these bosses drop materials that can be used to upgrade your characters, and they also drop items called artifacts that function as the armor in this game. In the beta these bosses had a fairly short respawn timer compared to some of the bigger bosses that you can face. So by the time I fought all of the Hypostasis bosses that were available on the map, the first one that I fought had already respawned. You're free to challenge these bosses and practice on them whenever they're available, but in order to get the loot that drops from the leyline blossoms after killing these bosses, you have to use items called essential ambers. This is something that could change once the game releases, but as of right now in the beta, if you run out of essential ambers you'll need to wait a couple hours until they regenerate again. If you don't want to wait for them to regenerate, you can get more essential ambers from certain consumable items that you obtain from adventurer rank rewards, or you can spend the primo gems that you get for completing challenges and opening treasure chests within the world to recover lost amber. Again, this all could change once the full game releases, but during the beta I didn't really feel starved for essential ambers. If I wanted to get loot from the blossoms, there was always a way for me to do so. They probably added this system to slow down how fast people max out their characters, but I have a feeling that if this system is in the full game, being patient and not spending extra resources on leyline blossoms until you actually need to focus on upgrading characters may be the way to go. Since to start off with, you'll probably be fine just using the ambers that regenerate over time. Each elemental hypostasis boss does seem to have their own mechanics, and even though only 3 types were available during the beta, I assume there'll be one for each type of element once the game releases and more areas are added to it. From what I've seen of them so far, they seem to be immune or at least resistant to their own elements, and there will be phases during the fights where they're immune to all damage, so you have to change your party setup to take advantage of their weaknesses depending on the boss you face. Which usually means you'll need to think about the elements and abilities of the characters you bring, so you can use their skills to create combos that deal the most damage to the bosses when they're vulnerable. Just before these bosses die, they also have an additional phase that will recover various amounts of their health, depending on how well you pull off their final mechanic. And there is a chance that some of them will die straight away if you pull off the mechanic perfectly. But for now, I'll leave you with some gameplay from these Hypostasis bosses that are in the beta. If you do want to see the other videos I'll be making that break down the characters and other gameplay systems that are available in the beta, then don't forget to subscribe and click that bell to receive notifications when a new video is available. And if you know anyone that might be interested in learning more about this game, go ahead and send them any of the Genshin Impact videos I've made. You can find the link to the playlist in the description. Let me know in the comment section below if there are any gameplay systems or characters that you're interested in learning about first. And if you did play the beta, then let me know if you had any interesting character combinations that you use to take down some of these bosses. But I'll be making some new videos very soon. For now, enjoy.
Oh, protect us!